Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Keith Foster.
Welcome to Book Club. Awesome. How many of you have been to Old Town Improv Company before? Raise your hands. All right, so this row. You guys are good. You know the drill. Sweet. The rest of this is for everybody else. How many of you guys who have not been to Old Town Improv Company before have been to an improv show before? Just you guys? All right. I'm singling in on you too. This is the deal. Everything you see tonight is made up. Totally on the spot, never performed before, and this exact show will never be performed again. What Book Club does is we perform an improvised book genre. Tonight's genre is Heist. Yeah! So get excited at that. We're gonna see stealing. We're gonna see hacking. We're gonna see snatching. We're gonna see thieving. We're gonna see other adjectives that are the same as those words. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Cool. Are you guys ready to bring out the rest of the cast of Book Club? Okay. We're very sneaky tonight. We're very thievy tonight. So they're not just going to come out willy-nilly. All right? I need you guys to give me your best sound of an alarm being tripped. That way they know they're caught, okay? And we can make it real loud so they know the jig is up and they can just get out of here, all right? Can I just get a sample of your alarm sound? Beautiful. All right, can we all do that and build louder and louder and louder until they know they're busted and they gotta get out here? All right? Get out of here, you're all caught. You're all busted. So, every book has an author. Tonight's author is going to be Charles. He's going to be narrating the action, telling you the story as it goes. Now, one of you two, who's never been here before, I'm going to address this to the lovely lady here. What is the first initial of your first name?
L.
L. Beautiful. Beautiful. Someone who has been here, my return crowd, my OGs, you in the middle. What is the first initial of your last name?
B.
L-B. Those are, you might be wondering, why is he getting random letters? There is a purpose to it. These letters are going to be the names that you have to choose from for your show tonight. So I have three improvisers here. What they're going to do is they're going to, in just a moment, give me a title that starts with L-B. L-B, right? Like, as in boy? Beautiful. They're going to give us three titles, all starting with LB. They're going to give you a brief synopsis of what the action might be that unfolds, and then we get to vote. Our applause is vote system for which story you want to see the most. Okay? Does everybody know the rules? Yes. All right. You can applaud for all of them because they're all going to be beautiful, but be the loudest for the one that you just gotta see tonight, because we're gonna. All right, Amber, what is your LB title?
The Last at Bat. Henrik Smitherton is coming out of retirement for one last heist to get to Mickey Mantle's bat from the Baseball Hall of Fame to sell on the black market. Last at bat.
All right. Ashley, what is your LB title?
Of course, it's a luxury beetle. It's about the famous Tallahassee. Tallahassee is the name of the person. The famous beetologist. They study beetles. And there's this one very rare beetle that has gone missing. And it is worth $1 million.
Okay.
Because it is the most rarest beetle around. And Tallahassee has to get a crew together to get it back.
All right.
Luxury beetle.
All right. Yeah, we can do it. And Andrew, what is your LB title?
The Lovely Bride. Amanda Dynamite is in retirement, but she's gonna come out for one last heist. One where she has to steal the world's most expensive wedding ring during the wedding. The Lovely Bride.
All right, now I will place a hand over their head. Vote for all of them, but vote for the one that you gotta see the loudest, all right? Last at bat. All right. All right. Luxury Beetle. Something Bride. Lovely Bride. Lovely Bride is our winner. Andrew, tell us that breakdown one more time.
Amanda Dynamite is coming out of retirement for one last heist. She's gonna steal the world's most expensive wedding ring during the wedding. The Lovely Bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, Book Club presents The Lovely Bride.
The Lovely Bride. Chapter 1. Amanda Dynamite was relaxing in her lounge chair. The French Riviera was kind of boring after you'd been there for 4 years.
Madame, would you like another baguette?
Oui.
There you go. A cigarette?
Je suis too many cigarettes already.
Oh, c'est l'ambiance. A glass of wine, perhaps?
Ooh, de wine? Oui, yes.
Okay, I get this for you, madame.
Amanda's French was coming along. She could handle herself in a restaurant, a bar, a taxi, the beach, it turns out. But much beyond that, she was hopeless. She took a bite out of the baguette. She sat on the hot sand. There's nothing like eating a hot baguette while sitting on hot sand under a hot sun.
Merci.
Oh, what a beautiful bracelet you have, madame.
Oh, this is nothing. 14 carats with 2 billion diamonds on it.
Oh, mon Dieu.
They're all an eighth of a carat, very tiny.
Oh.
But together they shine very
It was a legendary bracelet. In essence, diamonds the size of sand adorned the bracelet. But she didn't care too much about it. In fact, the money seemed besides the point. She'd had enough money.
Here, you wear it now.
No.
Yes.
For me?
Yes.
But surely some special lover had given it to you.
With that mention of a lover, Amanda took a slow drink from her red wine.
Oh, is this a sore subject?
Colette asks. Colette was quite a pushy waitress for the French Riviera.
Yeah.
I don't have to say, it's still hard to talk about.
Oh, I understand, madame.
You see, I wasn't supposed to be alone in this Riviera. There should have been somebody right here next to me this whole time.
She glanced at her left hand. There, the ring finger lay naked.
What
This
is
is just a placeholder.
I understand I have one as well. A placeholder.
Mine would be much bigger.
Oh.
My hand would be so heavy. And I would have to have massages at night because it hurts so much.
Excusez-moi, are you Madame Dynamite?
This stranger approached her and Colette scurried away, off to attend to her many other patrons who would also like a baguette.
Who's asking?
My name is Pierre. I am the manager of the hotel you've been staying at. Your reputation precedes yourself, madame. You see, we have had some problems with break-ins here at the hotel, and we hear that you are the best security expert in the world.
It's true. She was quite the security expert. She traveled around the world. When firms could afford to pay her, she would inspect the place, figure out all of their weaknesses, and...
Since you are here at our hotel, I would be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to ask your guidance in reviewing our security system.
His English was pretty good. Down in the French Riviera.
Yeah, je suis désolé.
She said, "I'm sorry" in French.
I know what these words mean, but I do not like them.
I left that in the past. I no longer can be that person.
It was too painful. Every time she looked at a security system, every time she saw barbed wire, every time she saw a breach in a computer system, she thought of him.
You seem very, how you say, tortured by your past.
It was like every employee at this hotel was incredibly intrusive into her personal life.
I do not mean to bring these painful memories up, but if you would do this thing for us, I would make sure that your stay here would be most comfortable.
Suddenly the concierge walked over and also began asking questions.
I couldn't help but notice I was rifling through your trash. A lot of worried tissues, as you were crying.
Nobody would notice.
Some empty bottles of wine.
It's France.
That's the saddest thing of all. A half-eaten chocolate bar. A chocolate bar meant for two people, but only one half has been eaten.
In France, there were chocolate bars that should only be eaten by two people.
It's a serving size that says two on the back as a wrapper.
But you know I could have finished.
But why did you not? Please tell me the concierge.
Because I feel like there's a part of me that's just not whole. There's a second half of me that's missing. And he left me. He was supposed to be here. It was a bad job. Alarms were going off, and he said if anything went wrong, we'd meet here, and everything went wrong. He didn't make it.
I'm sorry, that is so sad. Would you like me to charge your card for the chocolate bars?
And with that, she thought maybe she should inspect the hotel's security. It would help take her mind off of James.
Pierre?
Chapter 2. They were 35 minutes into the tour, and Pierre was walking her through yet another lobby entrance.
This is the auxiliary lobby entrance. This is the fourth lobby entrance that we have to the lobby.
So this is your fourth lobby? Is that weird?
We have many lobbies. We have many entrances and exits. In the center of the hotel, our centerpiece is our master safe. It is broken into very many times.
So the main safe of the resort is in the center of the lobby.
This is a beautiful safe. You know the French saying, an object of beauty, we cannot hide it.
Amanda saw the flaw in the security system immediately.
So what can we do to upgrade our security? We are lost! We feel like we have tried everything!
Perhaps moving the safe out of the lobby?
S'il vous plaît! This is why your reputation is so good! We never thought of these things!
She squinted her eyes because she couldn't believe that the French were this dumb.
Where should we put it? Maybe outside the front door for its beauty, maybe admired by passers-by?
Or maybe the bibliothèque?
Did you mean to say this word?
I was just trying to be relatable. My French is...
Oh, he's very bad, yes.
But Pierre was too excited to care, and off he scurried, now with plans to move the safe.
The things to do.
Suddenly, a familiar figure approached her with a certain cadence to the walk. She knew those footsteps. She turned around and spotted a Camel cigarette being puffed on.
So this is what retirement looks like, isn't it, Ms. Dynamite? Thought I'd find you here.
Roland. She had gone halfway across the world to get away from the likes of Roland.
Got any smokes in there for me?
Sure do. It's your brand. Menthol.
Menthol Camels.
Classy lady, but you smoke a terrible cigarette. Thought you could go incognito, did you? You're the best in the game, Miss Dynamite. But you know who's second best in the game?
You rolling?
Roland. I was gonna say my name, but you said it first.
Tell me, Roland, why haven't I seen you since the night of the incident?
It went wrong. There's nothing we can do about the past. I had to save myself. You clearly had to save yourself, too.
He was on that job, that fated job with James.
Sure you heard about James, what he's up to nowadays.
She hadn't.
He's alive?
Why, yes, not only is he alive, but he's engaged to the Duchess of Yorkshire.
Her breath caught in her throat. The Duchess of Yorkshire. Engaged? He had told her... Well, he had told her so many things.
He said he was allergic to marriage to you, didn't he? He said he would never do it.
Roland knew all the right buttons to push. They'd worked too many jobs together. When you work that many jobs together, you can't help but get close. You can't help but know everybody's strings and everybody's buttons. And if you don't, you're dead.
I take it I don't get an invitation to this wedding?
Apparently not. But you know what? It's happening here at this very hotel.
You don't say.
It would be a shame if someone knew exactly the security systems here, where they keep the vaults.
Roland, you sly dog.
I think you know why I'm here.
Yeah, you've been here for 3 weeks, eyeing me. I've been wondering when you're going to actually come over and talk to me.
Oh, so you knew when I arrived.
It looks like candy bar there for you and Rick's desk.
You know I love eating trash. That's why I've always been attracted to you, Miss Dynamite. I'm no James. I'm just Roland.
That you are. So, does he look good?
She was back on James. She didn't care about another job. She was done pulling jobs. She wanted to know about James.
I guess you could say so. Soon to be married to a duchess. It's going to be the most lavish wedding in all the Riviera.
She probably has some messed up teeth, doesn't she?
She is the worst. But other than that, she's immaculate, beautiful. But he's doing it for the money. You can just tell.
So he doesn't love her.
I don't know what James loves.
Her heart strangely lifted at the thought that he was just doing it for the money. That there couldn't possibly be somebody that he loved more than her.
All right, Roland. I have an idea.
Chapter 3. They had cut away over to a secluded French cafe, one where the waiters were quite a bit less nosy, although still pretty nosy because it wasn't French Riviera. They were huddled over each of their espresso, drawing out a map.
I brought this sugar for you, hey lovers, just acquaintances. Sugar for the sweeties.
need someone who's able to get into the security systems long enough to get into the diamond.
The security system she'd seen at the hotel had been extremely primitive.
The diamond of Yorkshire.
How big are we talking?
Oh, we're talking big. It's half the capita of Yorkshire. It's entirely all of their domestic product. It's the only thing they've ever produced.
Now, will it be on her finger the entire time, or will she put it in the safe before the wedding?
She will be wearing it up until the moment of the wedding itself, where she'll put it in the safe until the ring boy goes and gets it.
The ring boy is probably 5, 6.
He's one of my men.
Roland always had an inside man on the job. He'd been hoping for this moment for 6 years exactly.
He's a plant. He thinks he's a nephew. He's been one of my men and on the inside job for 5 years.
He was a clean-shaven little person.
Are there gonna be doves?
Oh, you know it. And you know what that means? Dove tamers. And you know what that means?
You got a guy.
I got a guy.
Excellent.
A dove tamer. They call him the dove whisperer.
So they're going to walk down the 4th lobby into the main lobby, and that's where they're going to actually have the ceremony in where the safe is currently now that it's being moved.
Yes, it's the most beautiful safe in all the Riviera that's going to be front and center for most of the wedding.
There was only one hitch Amanda knew. This amount of security, no way, no how. The Crown of England would not allow a jewel of that size to make its way to such an unprotected setting. In fact, she knew that the best of England, in fact, MI5 and MI6 would be there, setting up security. She began to explain all of the flaws in Roland's plan.
It's impossible. There's gonna be too many security. There's gonna be red shirts. There's gonna be blue shirts.
Red shirts were MI5, blue shirts were MI6, which was very helpful if you didn't know who was who.
And then, of course, there's the Queen's Guard.
I never said it was a walk in the park. I said it's a heist. I think I said that at one point. If not, it's a heist.
She thought back. She walked away from this game a long time ago. With James. Getting married?
What if he sees me?
Well, what if you see him?
Would you like to buy a rose for the lovely lady? Yes, you lovers. Lovers need roses. Would you like a rose?
I'll take your reddest rose.
Here is the reddest of all the roses. You're right, Jacques. They are very horny.
You can think of a million reasons not to do this heist, Amanda. But come to me when you think of one reason why you should.
Chapter 3. Amanda went back to her hotel. As she was walking through the lobby, she saw James along with a woman. They were checking in.
So good you could come to this hotel with me.
Oh, James, it's so delightful.
Clarissa, it's just beautiful to have you here with me. Beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be the best wedding ever.
You're the only person I've ever wanted to marry. The only one I've ever loved.
The way he laid his arm around her shoulder.
Oh, James.
Amanda remembered that feeling.
Oh, it feels so nice to have your lovely mannish hands all over my body.
It is just such a natural thing, don't you think?
Amanda hid behind a fern so as to not be discovered.
Let's look at the ring again.
Oh.
She couldn't believe its size. Even from 40 meters away, she could see that thing.
Excuse me, but as the head of MI6, I think this is a bad idea.
He was wearing a blue shirt.
You shouldn't be flashing that thing around.
We're about to be married.
It doesn't matter. I'll be wearing it every day for the rest of my life when I'm with the man of my dreams. Oh. Oh.
Cecil, the head of MI6, stood there looking disapprovingly, but Cecil knew that he was outranked by the Duchess and the soon-to-be Duke.
But darling, I did think perhaps it might start a fire if it catches the light just right, so we should probably be careful.
Oh, do you think so, James?
You never know.
Well, whatever you think, my little
As the lovely couple continued to gush over one another, Amanda couldn't stand to look at it. She turned away in disgust. She picked up her phone. She called this 12-digit number that Roland gave her. Called the satellite phone. And then,
So when is it gonna start?
It's already begun.
Chapter 4. The two of them were reviewing the security system. They had their binoculars looking through the window as the Queen's Guard was loading in all of the equipment. They could identify the serial number of the individual pieces of equipment.
It's 7456.
7456. There's a laser scanner.
248.
248 was a motion detector.
12 days. Oh my god. Are they living in the prehistoric times? Am I right?
An analog safe within a safe.
Roland, you're not saying a lot. What do you see?
Roland was distracted. He knew that as good as the two of them were, it wouldn't be enough, no matter how much recon they did. There wasn't enough time. They would need